We're live right now, live on IG, live on TikTok, live on Clubhouse. Supplements I take in a day. So I'm going to be talking about golden seal, cat's claw, licorice root, lemon balm, ashwagandha, zinc. I'm going to also talk about nettle, which I actually forgot earlier, and B12, right? Then I'm going to go into a little bit more on curcumin, magnesium, maybe even why I take these things, which I need to cover too. Some L-lysine, 5-MTHF, we got the celery force, GABA, I'm going to talk about teas I drink, and the best spirulina, and why, some information I haven't talked about before. So I'm excited, you guys. So here we are. We're live right now. IG, we're live on TikTok, we're live on Clubhouse. Good to see you guys. Glad you guys are joining. Thanks for coming on. So great. So let's talk about the liquids. I take them in shot glasses. I got some shot glasses right here. So as you guys can see, is what I do. And so I'm going to start out with a lemon balm shot. Let me do that. So the thing is, people are dealing with anxiety, lots of anxiety. What I found out through spirit of compassion going all the way back since I was a child was lemon balm is such an incredible herb to take for anxiety, panic attacks, depression, depersonalization, right? You'll see I'm doing 6 dropperfuls. Now, you do what your doctor tells you. I'm just showing you what I take in a day, right? And, you know, I do the fly on the wall all the time, right, you guys? Good to see you guys coming on here. Super Lifestyle by Beta. You're excited about this? Awesome. Glad we're all coming on. So that's a lemon balm shot right there. So that's 6 dropperfuls of lemon balm. And that's what I do for myself. Once again, if you feel overwhelmed, you're like, wait a minute, do I have to take all this? No, you don't. Of course not. That's not how it works. I'm just showing you guys a little window, like fly on the wall over here, right? What brand are those products? Deanna. These are companies that I use. These are products that I use for my friends and families, okay? This is Vimergy right there. V as in Victor, I, M as in Mary, ERGY.com. I'm not sponsored. I do not own this company. If I owned it, you would see most likely Medical Medium splattered across it. It would be Medical Medium lemon balm, okay? So this is Vimergy.com, Vimergy, best stuff out there. So just did 6 dropperfuls of lemon balm. That's what I do. Now I'll do that 4 times a day, 3, 4, 5 times a day. For me, you can be somebody, you just take a dropperful of lemon balm, right? Now, in the supplements section here, and I got symptoms, conditions, and diseases. If there's a symptom you're dealing with, you can see that. You'll see a dosage that's in the book, and you can always ask your doctor about that dosage. But this is what I'm doing personally. So don't get overwhelmed at the dosages I use. You can be somebody that just uses a dropperful. You can be somebody that's really sensitive, and you just like a drop or something, or 3 tiny drops, right? So that's okay. And do what your doctor tells you, but that's a lemon balm shot. I take that every single day, sometimes 3, 4 times a day. I mean, I've done it even 5 times a day. So I'm just letting you guys know. Good to see you guys coming on. I'm going to pour a little bit of water in here, right? And I made a little shot glass of lemon balm right there. Now, there's a reason why I use Vimergy, because it's the best stuff out there. There's no fillers, there's no alcohol, there's no junk in there. The quality is supreme. There's a reason why I recommend the product. Love the product. So I'm just showing you guys, okay? I'm also going to show you what teas I drink and some other things as well. So, which supplements are best for EBV? Oh my God, you don't have the Medical Medium books. Because it's in the Medical Medium books. The best supplements for Epstein-Barr are in the books. Show you the book in a little bit, okay? So, companies cut corners in order to make money. Supplement companies are experts at screwing over people. That's how supplement companies work out there. And I trust in Vimergy. I know they're not doing that. I know they're not lowering standards. There's what people don't realize with supplements, okay, is that when you're a supplement company and you're ordering your product, you can order low grade, source out low grade, another low grade that's just above that, another low grade that's just above that, another low grade that's just about that. But what supplement companies don't use, they don't use the high grade because they can't make all the money they want to make. So they use the real high grade stuff. So all the supplement companies that have their fresh free dried this, and they have all their powders with all this in there, and they got all these probiotics with all these different powders in there, it's all low grade, low grade, low grade. That's how the industry works. And if you're somebody who's not so sick, well, what does it matter, right? Do a low grade product, you might feel a benefit a little bit, dump all your money in it, whatever. But the Vimergy doesn't do that. If they ever go low grade, then I'm gone, and you'll never see me recommend them again. And that's what happens. I won't recommend something if it changes or it's not good, or there's something better out there. I would always go with the highest grade stuff so people can heal, and that's what matters. So when it comes down to the lemon balm, anxiety, depersonalization, depression, any kind of like bipolar, or somebody who's under enormous stress, like relationship breakups. You know, every time I like hear a friend got into a divorce, or a breakup, or their boyfriend or their girlfriend left them, or they had a rocky relationship, whatever's going on, that is like, I always say to my friends and family, miracle potion, miracle love potion, meaning when love's falling apart with relationships and breakups and emotional stress, miracle love potion right there, number 9, love potion number 9, right? And because it's incredible to just chill things down, protecting the nerves, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit too. I've tried every B12 imaginable, but Vimergy wins. Totally, that's the Vimergy B12. They do win, and there's a reason why they win. The stuff is just unimaginably high quality. They literally take their time and source out the highest of anything they can ever get, where people other companies won't even buy it. They won't even buy it because it costs too much, because the quality is so high, and then Vim lowers the price of their products so people can so it's affordable. Now, I've never seen a company do that in my life. Never seen a company do that in my life. You just found Vimergy in the UK? Incredible. That's it. That's amazing. That's amazing. So yeah, you can't, Chris, you seem fine to me. You can't beat Vim. Exactly. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Vim. I'm not the owner of the company. I'm not sponsored by a couple of other things here, and I'm not owners of I don't own traditional medicinals. I'm not sponsored by these guys. I'll talk about teas in a little bit too. Yeah, exactly. So, if you're trying to get Vimergy in another country, contact Vimergy for a distributor near you. That's what I would do. Okay. So anyway, this is a lemon balm shot right there. All right. I've already had one on YouTube. Sending one down now. So that's 12 dropperfuls of lemon balm that I've had in the last hour. But what I do with lemon balm is I use it because I'm under abnormal stress. I'm writing a book right now. Probably the most comprehensive book I've ever written out of all the years of writing books. And so that's what I'm trying to finish right now. And I'm relying on lemon balm. What kind of stress are you under? You guys got to be under stress. You're under stress with everything going on in your life, probably. Not just relationships, but all kinds of other reasons. We all have a boatload upon us. What I love about lemon balm, it's antiviral. It's also good for the immune system. That alone is incredible. So let's talk about other stuff that I take. So that's what we're doing. So right now, Thrive. You love it? Thrive with Reza? Incredible. All right? You love the lemon balm, Jenny Ann? Incredible. Yep. So Marta says, what supplement brands are good in Europe? Vimergy isn't available yet. Vimergy is available in Europe. Make sure you contact them and find their distributor. Definitely contact them, find their distributor. So, okay, so here we go. Let's go into a little bit more. What I do is a cat's claw golden seal licorice shot. Okay? So I got some licorice right now. So what I love about licorice, and this is an important thing to understand. You can get a licorice out there and it won't do a fraction of what a really good licorice does. And that's the make or break with healing. Somebody could say, I did MM and I didn't see any results. So first of all, they probably didn't do 32 ounces of celery. They probably didn't read the books. They probably didn't learn about the best quality supplements. They probably used a licorice powder or pill or a supplement that had a little licorice in it. They probably used the licorice with alcohol in it, some kind of filler, and it's make or break. Boom, you lose, you lose. That's what happens. And supplement companies, there's just so many supplement companies out there churning out garbage 24/7. I'll talk about why that is. And I'm not sponsored. Remember that, okay? So this isn't an infomercial to try to sell a product. It's very important to know. And because people, that's what everybody does. It's they MLM everything. So what you're not going to get at Medical Medium is MLM, multi-level marketing pyramid scheme, BS crap. You know, you're not going to get that because there's admin out there now with all the multi-leveling marketing. There's the zeolites, there's the ionizers, there's just all this junk out there, and admin and money behind it, and marketing and MLMing. It's just sick. So what you're going to get here if you're new to Medical Medium. So Marie says, I've had so many great results after I can work now. Amazing. So what you're going to get with Medical Medium is you're going to get information on not only how to heal and what's really causing your problem, but you're going to also like what direction to go so you don't throw away money. So you have an opportunity to heal. And that's important to know, right? So here we are, that's the licorice root. I take licorice root, so I'm showing you guys what I take. This is what AW takes in a day. So I'm putting 3 dropperfuls of licorice root. I use licorice root for my adrenal glands. That's what I do. It's incredible for adrenals. That's one thing. I use it for digestion. Keeps the digestion strong. Even though I'm doing all these other things like the celery juice and everything. So my hydrochloric acid's on point. My hydrochloric acid is strong. I mean, you know, I joke around, and I have family members that joke around and say, you can probably eat a car tire. You can probably chop up a car tire, have it like ground up, and eat it and digest it. You know, because I have so much HCl in my stomach glands, and I took care of my stomach glands my whole life. Do I own stock in the company? So do I own stock in Vimergy? No, I do not. I do not own 1 ounce of stock at all. I don't own a percentage of the company. I don't own any stock, and I'm not sponsored. So there you go. Yeah. And but what I will do is tell you the best stuff so you can get the best out of what you need to get. Of course, but today is about what I do. What I do. Where's the fly on the wall for AW? Who's watching AW, okay? Licorice root, I talk about in the book, where you can take a little time off. You can read it in there, so you can take a week off, 2 weeks off. It all depends. Do what your doctor tells you to when you take supplements. But Medical Medium, Cleanse to Heal, right here. It's on sale, okay? It gives you supplemental information. There's a section here you should read. Look, you guys, I don't know what else I can do to give you every opportunity to heal. Like literally every opportunity I could possibly do. Reading this chapter is part of that. Learning about supplements and dosages. Learning about what you can do. And then the quality of the stuff. Like, you know, by the way, 51% off, Amazon.com US. Take advantage. I told you before that I really believe angelic forces are involved with keeping the price that low, because Amazon is the one who controls the price on this book, and they have it underneath of what it costs to print. I can't even believe it. It's a miracle. So right now it's 51% off Amazon.com US. I'm letting you guys know because take advantage of that. I don't know how long we'll keep it that way, and it's a book that you will cherish in your lifetime. It's a book that will be there for you in your lifetime. So let's move on. I put 3 dropperfuls of licorice right in here. This is what I do. Lately, I change it up. This is what I do. Yeah. We got the golden seal right here. So I'm going to put 4 dropperfuls of golden seal in there. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is move these over a little bit because I'm losing room here. Okay. So I put golden seal in here. I'm supposed to put golden seal in there. So I put, that's the licorice root. Sorry guys, so much going on here with gold seal in there just now. And I'm putting cat's claw, all right? There we go. 2 dropperfuls of cat's claw. All right, so I'm gonna put these over here. So I just did golden seal, licorice root, and cat's claw in the shot glass right here together because that's what I do. Sometimes I'll do different dosages, but that's my little shot right there as well. Okay? You just ordered the book? You won't be disappointed with the book, okay? T. Martile, you love Vimergy? So do I, so do I. And there's so many reasons I'm gonna go into that. So let's talk a little bit about, before I start setting more shots down, before I start doing more shot glasses here, right? And more Vimergy stuff. So what happens in the supplement world is supplement companies buy low grade. That's how they have to do it as a supplement company. They're told to do it. That's the only way they do it, right? Vimergy broke that rule. They broke the rule. They buy the highest grade available on the planet in every product they use. No one else does that. But here's the problem with supplement companies. They're allowed to say they have high quality products. So every single infomercial, every single person selling a supplement, everybody getting a supplement made, every supplement brand is allowed to say high quality when they're not. And that's the problem I've learned. And that's what went wrong in the supplement world. They're allowed to say high quality when they're not. And the differences with Vimergy is they buy the highest quality stuff that no one touches, that no one buys. And that when I think about how sad that is. So what Vimergy does, they look at the highest sourced product there is, and what they find is it costs more, so all the other supplement companies won't buy it. And they even have to get stuff made of the highest quality because it's not offered. So Vimergy has to actually force upon being saying, hey, look, you make the highest quality there is, and that's what we want. We don't want the low quality stuff. Anyway, what you'll find in products is fillers and preservatives. You guys don't even know that's there. And here's what happens in the powders of other supplement brands, right? So you have your product, you'll have your supplement, and there'll be a speck of one thing in the product. So they'll do a speck of this. There's nettle leaf in our grade product, and they'll do a speck. There's alfalfa sprout in our product, they'll do a speck. There's some chlorella in our product, and they'll do a speck. And chlorella you don't want, it's really bad. It's actually not a good thing. But the point is they'll put a speck, and then you guys will be suckered. You'll be suckered. There'll be 20 things, 15, 20, 30 things in your product. We're the highest quality, and it's not. And it's a speck of low quality stuff, and that's how you get ripped off, because you can't heal when there's a tiny speck of each thing going in your product. You won't heal when there's a speck of each thing. So you see, oh, amino acids, there's a speck, 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 speck. Probiotic, speck. Oh, we got some alfalfa and some nettle, speck, speck. We got some barley, speck. It's all a speck. And it's a speck of low grade, and that's how they make money out there. And then they throw natural flavors in there, and citric acid, and alcohol, and acacia gum they throw in there. That's just some of the stuff they throw in. Charcoal, I would never touch that in a million years. That stuff destroys the intestinal tract. I've talked about that. Anyway, so I just made a shot out of, there's nothing more pure than that. I got the licorice. I got the golden seal, which is incredible for the immune system, because I'm going to do an immune system live as well in the next week, during this next week, right? I got the cat's claw, which is antiviral, antibacterial compounds, right? So that's what I take every single day. I do these 3 right now lately. So these are the 3 I do, and that's the Vimergy, V as in Victor, I-M-E-R-G-Y. I take it because of exposure. Because if I'm around people during work or anything like that, I take these things for exposure reasons for me. So I love that. I also take the licorice to keep my adrenals strong because I don't sleep much. I'm working too many hours, and I only allow myself 3 hours of sleep some nights, 3.5 hours of sleep some nights, 4 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep. I don't get 7 hours. I don't get 6 hours. I rarely get 5 hours. So can you just put them all in your mouth directly? Yes, you can. Soul's Gold Healing, you can put them all in your mouth. Totally can do that. You could put them all in if you want. Yeah, it's totally fine. What do I think about shallot? I think about this. It's not going to fix someone's lupus. It's not going to fix someone's problems. It's not going to fix their neurological Lyme. And that's how everybody gets suckered. It's, what do you think about shallot? What do you think about humic acid? What do you think about fulvic? What do you think about zeolite? It's not going to fix anything. That's how the whole thing. What do you think about colostrum? What do you think about neem oil? It's not going to fix anything. It just doesn't. What do you think about whey protein? What do you think about fish oil? It's not going to fix anything. What do you think about charcoal? It's not going to fix anything. So I'm in it to fix. That's what I'm in it. Fix symptoms, fix conditions. Hey, that makes a good dance, right? Fix like symptoms and all that stuff, you know? And it's like I'm in it to actually like make sure someone gets better, make sure someone recovers, make sure someone gets their life back. I'm in it so people can actually get to where they need to do, like cross that finish line. So yeah, you can have shallot, you can have this, you can have that, but that's not going to get rid of a condition. Is that going to get rid of RA? You know, and I see that all the time. You know, do you take sups before or after lemon water and celery juice? So okay, so let's go into that a little bit. All right, I wake up in the morning, I have my lemon, so I got my lemon water right there. I'll have that. Okay, right off the running, and then after that, I'll have my celery juice. Right, I'll have my celery juice. I'll take my supplements after celery juice. I've been known to take them before because sometimes my celery juice goes later or later on in the morning or later on in the day too. So I'll take the supplements early. So it's a mixed bag with me a lot, but I try to do it after my celery juice. So right there, I got the shot of cat's claw, got the shot of licorice, got the shot of and the golden seal right there. So sending that down. So talk a little bit more about this stuff. Showed you the lemon balm. I showed you that. The golden seal is great for the immune system. Just being on that, keeping that immune system strong. And where we're heading now is getting really scary, okay? Right now we got some stuff going around. People are starting to get sick. I talked about this before. Come the fall, a lot of people are going to be getting sick. And I talked about that, keeping the immune system strong, at least having this stuff handy. So what I tell friends and family, you make sure you got golden seal in the cupboard. You make sure it's there. If you're not going to take it now, you're not going to take it now. Fine, but you make sure that golden seal is in the cupboard and it's there for you. Yeah, I talk about that all the time. All right, licorice, like I said, licorice is antiviral, antibacterial. All right, what's the brand on TikTok? It's Vimergy, V as in Victor, I, M as in Mary, ERGY. It's the best company product out there in the world right now. Nothing meets their standard. I mean, they're at the highest standard. I'm not sponsored. Important to know. Someone's asked if I have stock in the company. I do not have stock in the company. All right. Move on to next up, B12. Let's head into B12 land. So what I love about B12 is everybody's under cranial nerve pressure. Everybody's under neurological pressure. When people are sick with their fibromyalgia, their chronic fatigue, and all their different aches and pains and their migraines, they're under nervous system problem pressure and stuff. So just like the lemon balm was so good, I take B12. My cranial nerves are under enormous stress. So, you know, that's what happens. Reclaimers of health, good to see you. I give them to my kids. Amazing. Amazing. So what happens with me is I'm working really hard, writing the books, living life, making sure I'm working for you guys all the time, making sure I'm doing things that are productive so I can help you guys out wherever I can. I got to be on a lot of B12. So that's what I do. And the thing is when people don't realize the B12 in a chicken isn't made for a human body. So the B12 sitting inside a chicken is only made for a chicken. It's only made for the chicken itself when the chicken is alive. So the B12 produced by the chicken's gut is the B12 only made for the chicken. So when you eat a piece of chicken, and this has nothing to do with whether I like animal protein or not, but I could go vegan too. I mean, in the sense to talk about vegans and plant-based people and what's happening there with their B12. But what happens is you're when you eat a piece of chicken or eat a piece of meat, your B12, that you're receiving from that piece of meat or the chicken will show up in your bloodstream, but it doesn't mean that you're absorbing it. It doesn't mean it's going to your nerves. So we have to take B12 because we don't produce enough B12 for ourselves. We don't. You see how it works? A cow's B12, right? So if you're going to have meat, this isn't anti-animal protein land. I support both animal protein eaters and vegan and plant-based people too. So I support both of them. I always say if you're vegan and plant-based, stay vegan. Stay plant-based. Okay? If you think your vegan diet, your plant-based diet isn't working for you, stay vegan, stay plant-based, but look at medical medium information so you can heal. And I say the same thing with animal protein. You want to stay animal protein, fine. So the B12 produced by the animal is only for the animal. It wasn't produced for you, right? So a cow's body isn't like producing B12 purposely for you. See? See how it works? A cow didn't know a cow was going to be eaten in our history. A cow didn't know. Like Mother Nature, however you want to say it, didn't produce the cow saying, well, we're going to make sure the B12 that you produce, cow, is going to be for the human body. That doesn't work that way. So the B12 in meat, and this is why meat eaters are low on B12 and also have B12 problems and lots of symptoms and conditions. Okay? There's millions and millions of deficient meat eaters. There's millions and millions of deficient, meat eaters. And then there's thousands of deficient vegans. Do you know why I said thousands? Know why I said only thousands of deficient vegans? Because on the whole planet, there's only thousands. And so it's like this many people are plant-based, right? It's like this many. Everybody eats animal protein. And then the vegans are like this much. Like I said, if you're vegan, stay vegan. Anyway, so we need a B12 because the B12 produced by the cow wasn't produced for you. It was produced for the cow. For the cow, okay? Keep that in mind. That's really important to know. So we need the B12, okay? Now, if you're somebody that's high in B12, but you don't know what your nervous system is high on, is that high on B12? No. Is that high with B12? No. Is that high in B12? No. And that's the thing. So what I do is I make sure my nervous system is strong and it's getting enough B12. I don't care how high my B12 is in my blood. I want to make sure I got enough available in my blood to be utilized by nervous system at any time, so my nervous system can use it at any time. See how important this is? This is really critical, important information. You can't get this from, you can't get this from practitioners, doctors, and health professionals. They don't know this kind of stuff, and when they do learn, they learn it second-handed by medical medium information being passed around. The right kind of B12 is adenosylcobalamin, methylcobalamin. That's the one right there. Not like cyacobalamine, not like any of that one. Cyacobalamine, you don't want that one. Most B12s have alcohol in them, natural flavors, fillers, preservatives in it. And that's another problem all on its own. This is the Vimergy B12. Okay? And Vimergy B12, and V is a Victor, I-M-E-R-G-Y. It's the one I take every day. So let's go into that. When I do a B12, I take it directly in the mouth. That's how I take it, right? But I also will take it in here, too. So, do a B12 shot, right? Put a little water. Send that down. So I do that every single day. I'll do 2 dropperfuls twice a day. I'll do 3 dropperfuls twice a day. I'll do 4 dropperfuls, right? You guys? So, anyway, if you guys got supplement questions too, all right? You really, really have to take advantage of the information that's here. What you need to know about supplements. What you need to know about supplements. Right there. Okay? And information. Critical. And that right there is on sale. Amazon.com US. Right? And it's 51% off. So take advantage of having that. If you're sensitive, you're allowed to take vitamins with food. Yeah, take vitamins with food. Do what your doctor tells you. With me, yeah, I'll take it with or without. Yeah. So anyway, let's keep on moving forward. It's good to see you guys. I'm glad you guys are coming in. Just a reminder, just so you know, this is about what I take. So I'm asked to do this all the time, and I don't know if I've ever done a what I take. Maybe I have and I can't remember. But I don't think I've ever done, like what I take personally, like what I'm doing here. So I just showed you what I'm doing lately, and it'll change, and I'll show you another time what I'm doing too. But I'm doing golden seal, licorice, cat's claw. I do them together in one shot. It's the Vimergy. And I do lemon balm shots for my central nervous system. I'm under enormous stress, writing a book, the whole bit. Love to have that. Incredible. You might be under stress because you're writing something. You're writing a book, you're working, you might be working a job, you might be working hard, you might be stressing about something else, you might be stressing about anything. And that's what I love about the lemon balm. I just talked about that earlier. It's the best lemon balm there is, hands down, hands down. Even if it's the only thing you do in your life, that's something that's better than what's out there. Yeah, you guys want to be flying the wall? We're flying the wall right now a little bit. Let's keep on going. So ashwagandha. I've always recommended ashwagandha, but the problem is I've also been careful with recommending ashwagandha because of the amount of crappy ashwagandhas out there. There are so many bad ashwagandhas and ashwagandha powders and ashwagandha capsules and ashwagandha tablets out there. It's absurd. There's so many bad ones. And I was like pickled to death with Vimergy's ashwagandha because I knew of the standard. I knew of that whole level of it. Now I take ashwagandha for my adrenals. So I do 1 dropper full twice a day. I'll do 1 dropper full once a day. It changes every time, the whole bit. Medical medium, what happens is people will say, well, medical medium didn't work for me. What did you do? What supplements did you do? Like, how many bad supplements did you do? I got a phone call coming in, you guys. But yeah, it's But the thing is like, a lot of people don't realize is they'll say they did MM and they didn't do MM. They're doing bad supplements. They're doing stuff that's not helpful. All of that, and then they're dabbling. Anyway, so let's move on a little bit. Let's keep it going. We got a lot to cover, so that's what we're doing now. So, well, yeah, I'm doing medical medium. I did whey protein powder this morning, bentonite clay, diatomaceous earth particles, sodium bicarbonate. I did 2 coffee enemas. I did alkaline ionizer poisonous water. I did chlorella, right? I did fish oil. I did charcoal. I did apple cider vinegar gummies. I did colostrum. I did deer antler. I did lemon balm. I did the one with alcohol in it. I did the one with citric acid in it. Yeah. I did a protein powder. What? I thought Medical Medium recommended protein powders. Oh, I did a protein powder. It's got natural flavors in it. I did mushroom. Medical Medium says Rishi's good, so I did the Rishi coffee. Yeah. And didn't Medical Medium say that chocolate's really healthy for you? He didn't? Well, I did a lot of chocolate today, too. What else did I do? Let me just think. What other screw-ups did I do? Oh, yeah, no, I did celery juice. How many ounces? 8 ounces. I found it on the store shelf. What's HPP? I don't understand. High pressure pasteurization? So that celery juice wasn't good for me? I did medical medium. Don't tell me I didn't do medical medium. I did zinc. Yeah, and I threw up. I picked the zinc on the store shelf, just like because medical medium says zinc. I drank it and I threw up. There's citric acid in that zinc? Really? Okay. Yeah, what else did I do? I don't know, I did a lot of things. Hey, I did an ashwagandha powder. Yeah, it's not working? I don't know. All right. Okay, I gotta go. anyway, what's going to happen is people actually do the wrong things. That's why they don't get better. Don't do diatomaceous earth particles. Don't do fish oil. I mean, you can do what your doctor tells you, but I'm just telling you, this is what I would tell my family members. Don't do that. Don't do, a fulvic acid, humic acid. Don't do zeolite. Don't do chlorella. Don't do any of those things. Don't do diatomaceous earth particles. Don't do the ionizer water machine stuff. Because you're going to not only get ripped off, but you're just going to decline without realizing it. Those are all decliners. Not the kind of decliner when you're sitting in your easy chair. Those are decliners that end you up in the hospital 20 years from now. That's what those are. Where you're in the hospital decliner. You're in a hospital bed going, You're in the hospital bed. That's what those things will do down the road, okay? And I talked about this. There's no zeolite today that actually is going to benefit someone. Instead, it's going to actually take away from someone. I talk about this all the time. So, anyway, back to this. Let's go into this a little bit. So, I talked about the ashwagandha, all right? It's the best ashwagandha out there. Very important to note. Dr. Fahn, exactly. I just saw Dr. Fahn on there talking about, ionizers. They're so bad. They're so bad. And the supplement world changes, too. When something I recommended years ago, I don't recommend anymore. It's because people have free will. They'll mutilate something. They'll ruin something out of greed or some other reason to lower standards or something. And that's why I don't, and I don't know if I ever told you guys. I talked about this in YouTube, right? I talked about this YouTube. One of the reasons why I recommend the Vimergy Spirulina, it's the best one out there, right? And it's something I take every day. So we're still on what subs I take. But there was Pacific Spirulina, West Coast Spirulina. I recommended at one time, okay? And what happened was, I was getting suspicious about some things about the product. I reached out to the company. They never contacted me back. I said I'm the medical medium. I have thousands of people that, need a good spirulina, and they didn't get back to me. And then what happened was I opened up a jar of spirulina to take it, right? And there was something in there. It's this little piece of plastic in there that was so thin that anybody could have just swallowed it, right? And I saw it in there. And I was like, oh my God. Thank God I didn't eat that, right? And it was in this Pacifica Spirulina. So, I removed it. I contacted the company. They never contacted me back. And I said, look, I'm a medical medium. You got to make sure you look in your products. I found something in my jar. Never got back to me. Never got back to me. So, done. Bump over and done. And it was like, and I know, and then the other thing is the pollution with the West Coast Spirulina. Because the oceans are barfing on itself. You know what that means? When the oceans barf on itself? Just so you guys know. The garbage patch got so big in the West Coast Ocean, it's pushing all the sea life to the shore because there's nothing left. So everybody walks on the West Coast like, oh, it's so pretty, so beautiful, majestic. Oh my God, there's more sea life than I've ever seen on the edges because they're suffocating. The sea life is pushing itself to the water's edge now because it can't live out there in the ocean anymore. And so I don't trust West Coast Spirulina. I just don't trust it for a lot of reasons. This is the highest quality out there now that we have today. It's the Vimergy Spirulina. So there it is. And which reminds me, I'll show you heavy metal detox smoothie real quick. And got the coconut water here. What I do is, so a lot of times I don't have a moment to make the heavy metal detox smoothie, even though it's quick and easy. And I know that, but it doesn't always go like that. So the day gets a little crazy. So then I make my own. Medical medium altered one. So what I do is a different one. So what I do is I take the Vimergy Spirulina, right? I drop that in coconut water like that. Okay, and then I take the Vimergy barley grass juice powder. Okay, drop it in, And not barley grass. Barley grass juice powder in the best one. I know what people are doing now. It's incredible what they're doing out there. It's like Medical Medium started these movements, right? Of getting people better by using the right kinds of things, the right information. And then these supplement companies are so just hell-bent trying to take over the market out there and fight for it. So they'll put out their barley grass juice powder, but it won't be the same stuff. Be cautious about that. It'll be the crappy stuff. They'll say it's quality. They'll get influencers to buy into it. They'll get influencers into something, and it won't be quality. This is a game going on right now. It's unbelievable. It's a vicious game of it doesn't matter if you get better or not. No one gives a shit about you guys getting better. No one cares if an influencer actually gets better or not. Nobody cares if anybody gets better or not. And the supplement companies don't care because that's why they buy the low-grade stuff, just so you know. So supplement companies buy all the low-grade products. You don't know this. They'll say it's high quality, but they don't care if you get better or not. They just need you to swallow their pills and their powders is what they want. And that's part of the business in the industry. It's so sad, right? So a lot of times I'll just take spirulina and barley grass, just like that, mix it in coconut water, and that's what I'll have, right? Now listen, you might be saying, well, where's your wild blueberry and stuff? Well, there's the Wyman's Wild Blueberry Juice. I take shots of that. So, showing you what I do in a day. I'll take shots mid-morning of this. I'll take shots early morning sometimes. All right? And I am working with Wyman's because this is a specialty product, by the way. This is like gold. It's specialty. It's different. So shopwymans.com is where that is. And I am working with these guys. I'm purposely working with them because I want this to stay out there in the world. Because this is unbelievable that they're able to do this. They're actually able to take wild blueberries from the field and juice them with a machine. And these machines are different. You can't you can't do it normally like stuff is made on shelves and stuff. This is a special process. So I'm part of this because I want people to know about this and know what it does. So this is what I do there. And you guys know I do my wild blueberry shots. Incredible, really. All right. So we got that established. All right, nettle leaf. Now I do take nettle leaf like every other day. And people are like, collagen, 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 collagen. Let me take my collagen. It's like, dude, you ain't gonna build any collagen with collagen. That's Info and it's taken off now. You'll notice all these non-collagen products now for rebuilding collagen because of Medical Medium Info. I was the first to bust out there the truth that you can't rebuild collagen taking collagen, and everybody runs with it. You know, it's incredible. They'll run with it and they'll try to sell you a product. So they'll sell you a product with all kinds of little things in there, like Medical Medium stuff. They'll put a little zinc in there. They'll put a little something else, a little silica in there, right? They'll do that. They'll put some vitamin C in there, right? That's what they'll do. But you know, as well, and they'll try to sell you a product now and say, well, we're building your collagen now, right? So anyway, nettle leaf, that's a collagen builder. So if you guys are somebody that's into collagen, you're just getting ripped off. Ripped off, like totally ripped off. So if you're into collagen building, I know that women are into collagen building, I know that guys are into collagen building now, right? If you're into that, that's a product right there that helps to build collagen from what Spirit of Compassion has always told me, and it's nettle leaf, right? It's nettle leaf is something that helps to rebuild collagen. And that's one of those serious building blocks, phytochemical compounds that are important for rebuilding collagen. Okay? Malva says, I have read that lemon balm is bad for hypothyroidism and that it causes hypothyroidism. What do you know about this? I'll gladly tell you something about that, okay? All right, but I got a phone call coming in, but I gladly want to say something about that right there. Yeah. So anyway, back to the nettle leaf, though. The nettle leaf is this incredible opportunity for restoring collagen is what I've always seen. Yeah, Dr. Wolfie here. Dr. Wolfie here. Yeah. Yeah, don't take lemon balm for hypothyroidism. No. What? Do I know the cause of hypothyroidism? No. We don't know the cause of hypothyroidism. What? Then why would I say don't take lemon balm if we don't know the cause of hypothyroidism? I just heard about it somewhere. Yeah. It's just kind of a rumor going around. But, huh? Yeah, I don't know what causes hypothyroidism. Do I know what causes hyperthyroidism? No. Dr. Wolfie here. No, I don't know what causes hyperthyroidism. I don't know what causes Graves' disease. I don't know what causes Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Nobody in the medical industry knows what causes Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Unless they steal the information from Yeah? So why are we telling people lemon balm doesn't help with causes hypothyroidism? I don't know. Because there's millions of people with hypothyroidism that don't take lemon balm. Yeah. What? Did I hear that Epstein-Barr is linked to hypothyroidism? Where'd that come from? A study taken from medicalmedium's information? Oh, interesting. Maybe I should think twice before I say what not to take or take when I don't know what causes anything, when I don't know what causes hypothyroidism. Okay, bye. Dr. Wolfie's going to leave now. So what's interesting is you'll find is someone will be like, don't take lemon balm because of hypothyroidism. Are you kidding? You mean talking about like don't eat broccoli? What about that rumor, right? Don't eat broccoli because of hypothyroidism. Are you kidding? Don't have broccoli? Broccoli doesn't hurt anybody's thyroid gland. That was made up. That was actually made up, you guys. So it's like, okay, we don't know why anybody has Hashimoto's. Meanwhile, there are thousands of people that restored their Hashimoto's, to restore their thyroid glands, got rid of thyroid nodules, cysts, Hashimoto's, hyperthyroidism from medicalmedium information, and they used lemon balm to get their thyroid back. Misinformation is just it's so sad when you see it. But I'm glad you mentioned it because it's important to actually clarify how misinformation works. Elevate, involve, and energize. Good to see you. So, yeah, it's really important to know. That's like someone saying, that's like someone saying, eat protein. That's why you're sick. You're not getting protein. You're not? You're not getting any protein? So eat protein? Like, who doesn't get protein? No one's getting protein? Like, are you kidding? How many, everybody's shoving animal protein down their throat, left and right. They're eating chicken every day. No one's getting protein? Because I'm kind of confused. Everybody's eating, nuts. Everybody's eating protein powders. Do you mean to tell me no one's getting protein? That's a head scratcher for me right now. You know? And listen, you guys, don't get overwhelmed with what I take in a day. I'm just showing you the stuff that I'm taking in a day. Don't get overwhelmed. Say you're somebody that's like, well, what do I do? What do I do? Definitely read the book so you don't get overwhelmed. Read the book. It's 51% off, Amazon.com US. Read the book and learn about what you can take and what you should ask your doctor or whatever. Yeah, it's important. Moringa is interesting. It has to go on my BS list. It's got to go on my bullshit list. Is moringa. It's not that moringa is bad for you. It's just that you can take all the moringa you want, and that's not going to get your lupus to go away, your neurological Lyme to go away. It's not going to get your chronic fatigue to go away, and it's not going to get your brain fog to go away. It's not going to get your eczema and psoriasis to go away. You guys, haven't you guys figured it out yet? I just want you guys I'm about making sure people get better, and the medicalmedium information has brought more healing around the world ever before in chronic illness history. Because it's not about the games. Charcoal, moringa, neem oil, fish oil. It's not about the games. Alkaline water, whatever. It's all great and all, but it's not, maca. It's another one. You don't need maca to heal. Maca caught on because there was a whole bunch of investors in the early... You guys, here's the problem. You guys don't know history. And it's not your fault because it's hidden from you, right? But maca came out of left field. For a reason, because a whole bunch of investors invested in maca root powder back in the early 2000s because it was the next scam, was maca root. It was the next scam. Meanwhile, that was out while everybody was laying in bed, dying of ALS, multiple sclerosis, neurological diseases, conditions. Maca powder, everybody shoved all the maca powder. You guys don't know history. Everybody shoved all the maca powder down and couldn't get better. They couldn't get their eczema to go away, their psoriasis to go away. They couldn't get their anxiety to go away. You know what I mean? It's so important to know. Like this, nobody knows the history. No one was actually watching it. I guess so many of you guys are seasoned in the medical medium community, so it's my fault on that. You guys are so seasoned, you have watched it. But many of you guys that are new in things, you haven't watched it, you don't know. All right, so we're going to move on. We're in medical medium information. I talked about the B12, which is critical. Almost lost that, scared me. Almost went down for the count. Okay, let's talk about the zinc. I like to throw things in the air, but I don't like to drop them. So now what's happening, people are mixing medical medium tools. They're getting benefits out of medical medium information, but they're mixing it with the bad stuff. And it's keeping them going. You should have seen what it was like years ago when not enough medical medium tools were known yet, right? And they were doing all the bad stuff. People just literally laid in bed and died. They died from their keto diets without having any sugar in their keto diets or glucose. They died. They just died from their neurological diseases. And now there's so much medical medium information that sifted through the field out there, and people have been able to actually like at least stay alive in the world of health. This is all just, it's all good stuff to know. But let's go into the zinc, right? Zinc is an example. Nobody knew. Every time I mentioned viruses, Epstein-Barr and shingles and all the different viral issues and stuff like that, everybody would just glaze over. It's like, what? Now, we got the whole thing going on now. For the last 35 years I've been talking about it. Now people talk about Epstein-Barr. They talk about it because we've learned from Info that symptoms like tingles and numbness, mysterious aches and pains, tingles and numbness, fatigue, vertigo, floaters in the eyes, ringing in the ears is Epstein-Barr. And that's Info. And trigeminal neuralgia is shingles and simplex 1, and that's Info. Zinc is critical for all these things. It's critical for the plague we've been up against, I forewarned you guys. I told you that people were going to start getting sick. They already are out there, and it's important to have the right stuff. Like, it's important with what's going on out there. And this fall, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. People are going to need their immune system strong, and I'm going to do an immune system live too. Do you take your zinc and water? Yes, I do. Let's go into that right now. So the question on IG, right? I put the PDF out in the beginning, the PDF about zinc being so important for what we're dealing with now. And then over time, millions of people saw that PDF, by the way. And over time, people got the gist that zinc is important for what we're up against today. If you remove all medical medium tools, pretend they didn't exist, everybody would be bentoniting, claying themselves, fatting themselves to death, eating and drinking the worst stuff, coffee enema themselves to just to like no end, and just totally just sick, and everybody would be staying sick. It would be so sad, because I remember 15 years ago, the world was sick with chronic illness and people stayed sick. 15 years ago, you had Hashis, you had Hashis. 15 years ago, you had lupus, you stayed with lupus. You didn't get better. 15 years ago, you had eczema, you stayed with eczema. There's no getting better. You can get an alkaline water machine, ain't going to get you better. You can take some charcoal, wasn't going to get you better. You can do some fish oil and some probiotic, wasn't going to get you better. You laid in your bed with your eczema, and that's what it was 15 years ago. And now, medical medium tools have really sifted through, and it's helping a lot of people. And if you really learn the info, you can take it to that really next level. And so it's important to have the information. There's Cleanse to Heal right there. So coffee enemas, terrible. So anyway, this is liquid zinc sulfate. And someone made a comment earlier, they went and they bought some zinc in a store or something, and they threw up. Because zincs in the store got the citric acid. All the different zincs online have the citric acid, the preservatives, they got the bad stuff in it, and it's the wrong zinc. And Vimergy is the right kind of zinc, and it's critical. So it's not about getting overwhelmed here. This isn't a supplement sales pitch, because I'm not sponsored by Vimergy. I don't own shares in the company. So you need to know that this is not about a pitch. This is about, it's about, why don't I finally talk about what I take? So I got all the shot glasses out, how I do it, what do I do, you know what I mean? And then talk a little bit about why it's so important. So It's on top of your list, Dr. Jana? Amazing. Good to see you. Glad you're here. So zinc is critical. So right there is a zinc shock right there. Yeah, a zinc shot. Basically what it is, 2 dropperfuls of zinc and some water, and I'm sending it down. I put zinc in water. Definitely. You can do it. Can I please talk about fibromyalgia? L, do you have the book? It's in here. It's in here. So just check things out. Take it to your doctor. The information's here. It's 51% off, Amazon.com. It's like an angelic, it's basically angelic forces are at bay with it because Amazon prices the book and it's under what the book costs to print. I don't know why they're doing this with the Medical Medium Cleanse to Heal, but it's $16. It blows my mind. I don't understand. Okay, so let's go into some other stuff too. We're going to move into some supplements. Can you take liquid zinc straight from the dropper? I take it in water. You're welcome to do whatever your doctor wants you to do, or definitely. You're welcome to do. If your doctor says it's okay to take it from the dropper, take it from the dropper. Listen to your healthcare practitioner. But what I do is I'll take it from the dropper, sure, but I'll take it in water. Yeah. All right. Cured my fibromyalgia. So someone said it went up there. You cured your fibro. It's incredible. Medical Medium information. So anyway, I take curcumin every single day. So that's something I want to tell you guys. I take 4 capsules every single day. All right, I'll do that. Don't get overwhelmed. Because you can take 1 capsule. You can take 1 capsule. You can take, doctor likes you to take whatever. Your doctor wants you on 1 capsule. I take lysine. It's right there. So lysine, I'll take 4 capsules a day. That's what I'll do. The book, you can customize it with the book on what. So it's, you don't have to do everything Anthony William does. I do a lot of supplements, but I'm under enormous stress. Oh my God. Like seriously, I don't think you guys would want to be a medical medium. I don't think you'd want to be medical medium. Definitely not. It's actually no fun to be medical medium. I could promise you that. I'm not out there running around, having some fun, going to appointments all day long, getting my massages. Massage is actually really good for you, though. It's really good for you. It's one of the best modalities in the world. Getting my massages, going to the beach in my swimsuit, doing my selfies, do a little video on my skincare. You don't want to be me. If I was sensitive, I would take the supplements with food. You can definitely take the supplements with food. So I was doing some magnesium, something I take at night. Let's go into that. At nighttime, I take GABA, magnesium, melatonin, and even a little bit of celery force. So I take magnesium, glycinate. It's highest quality stuff. Melatonin. I do 4 capsules of melatonin. That's what I do. Just showing you what I do. Carolina, you thought that was funny? Yeah. Should we take the supplements with fruit, glucose? Okay, let's go into that. Okay. Medical Medium information is about glucose, is how you enter supplements into your cells, okay? So keep this in mind. If you're eating too high fat, you can still take your supplements. But if you want to maximize the nutrients, like maximize what supplements have to offer, eat them with some fruit, yeah, because you're getting more glucose. Glucose is how supplements actually enter cells. It's through sugar. It's through your blood sugar. That's how they enter into your cells. So why are you taking melatonin? I take melatonin because of a lot of reasons, because I'm under tremendous stress. That's why I take it. The thing is with like magnesium, melatonin, right, GABA, I slept 3.5 hours last night. So, not because I can't sleep. I could sleep wonderfully. It's because I'm trying to finish a book and a book deadline right now. A book that will blow your mind. Blow your mind, you guys. I'm trying, I can't believe how behind I am on it. I'm still weeks behind. It's really rough. Can you please explain celery for us? I find the concept confusing based off your info in the past about how you can bottle up pill from celery. Aha! Celery force has no celery in it. It's a really good question. It has no celery in it, okay? So it's called Celery Force, all right? But it has no celery in it. And what I love about Celery Force is this is like the brain supplement. Like seriously, one powerful brain supplement. What I've noticed in 10 minutes of taking it, my clarity just triples. Like boom, my clarity. It's 10 to 15 minutes it kicks in for me. And I've heard this from other people. It kicks in like people with ADHD. Like with me, it's just with me, it's pushing myself. If I get 3.5 hours sleep, I'm going to take more of this during the day. You know, to just give myself clarity while I'm fatigued with no sleep, right? So if I get 4 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep, I'll take six daily, right? But I noticed that what's incredible about this product is within 10 to 12 minutes, like even 8 minutes, like 8 to 12, 15 minutes after taken, something happens where you just start seeing everything in perfectly clear vision. Okay, Darcy Lee says, Celery Force has changed my life. I smile because I don't know how it's possible, but I still kid around about this with my friends and my family where I can't, it's, what's in Celery Force? Inositol, Nourish, XO. Inositol is one thing that's in there, right? Choline, inositol. And it's a blend for the brain. The reason why it's called Celery Force is because celery is incredible for the brain. Like celery, right? Celery juice, right? It's an amazing electrolyte for the brain, right? But this is a brain supplement. And oh my God, like 12 minutes, it's almost like laughable in a good way. Right on that 8, 10, 12 minute mark, I'm like, what the heck just happened? Medical Me Mommy says, Celery Force was something we saw immediately when we gave it to my son with autism. So helpful. Trinity, right? Like, it's actually, I don't even talk about this. Like, I don't even think I even mentioned Celery Force in like a year, right? But all I can tell you is that this is something that I freaking rely on because of the fact that I'm pushing my hours. We're doing 18-hour work days, right? So I pop this Celery Force in, and sometimes in 8, 12, 10 minutes, all of a sudden I'm like, what just opened up? Like I could not only think, but I can think, I can see. It's just the craziest thing in a way I've never even seen. What time to take it? I like taking it mid-morning. I went to bed like at 4 a.m., right? I was working on the book and I went to bed at 4 a.m. And then I woke up at 6:30 in the morning and I went to bed at 4. So when you count, it's like 2.5 hours. I woke up at 6:30 to get to work on other medical medium projects, right? And somewhere around like 10 in the morning, I'll be like, okay, I'm feeling the burn. I didn't get enough sleep. I only had 2.5 hours last night. It wasn't a 5-hour night. It wasn't a 4-hour night. I'm working too hard. I'm pushing the candle. I'm burning the candle at 4 ends. I better pop some Celery Force in. Even if you're not somebody that you sleep 8 hours and you pop Celery Force in, it's like, whoa, right? Afternoon is a great time to take it. When you're like, if someone's going to be about to tank their caffeine, like, and they want to tank their chocolate, it's like, that's a great time to take the Celery Force. It's, all I know is that maybe you might not notice, maybe you will, but I've seen people take this and they're like, that was life-changing, like life-changing. It's just unbelievable. I smile because of what I've seen it do. And I smile because I remember the first time I took it like, all right, Vimergy is the best company out there. They got the highest quality products. Let me try this brain sup, right? Let me try this brain sup. And I remember taking it. I remember where I was when I took it. I was in Santa Monica. So I was in Santa Monica, California when I took it, right? So I was in Santa Monica and it was in the kitchen in Santa Monica and I cracked open the bottle and I popped 4 in, and I sent it down. And I remember I was going through the freezer and reorganizing my freezer, right? And I was tired because I don't know, I think I was working really hard at the moment. I only got 6 hours or 5 hours of sleep that night, but I was really tired. And I was opening up the freezer and I was like, I want to reorganize this freezer. And 10 minutes into 10 minutes, all of a sudden something happened. And it was like, oh my God. It's like I saw everything in that freezer, moved it all around really quick, shut the freezer, reorganized, and then I was like, oh my God, why am I thinking so clear, even with the lack of sleep? I can't even believe it. And it was like something happening that was taking over. You just order it. It's just who makes it? It's Vimergy. It's V as in Victor, I, M as in Mary, E-R-G-Y. So Vimergy. If you can't swallow pills, just open it up, put it in water, put it in juice, put it in apple juice. Put in apple juice if you can't swallow pills. So, but I gotta tell you, that was the first time I took it. And I was talking to my assistant, right? I was talking to my assistant and, which, I mean, thank God, right? I have an assistant, right? I was talking to my assistant and I was like, all of a sudden, my system was giving me all this info that I had on my plate that day. Like, you got this to do, you got this to do, you got this to do, AW, you got this. And I was like a volume of work, right? And you got to talk to your publisher. And it was this whole thing, and it all came clear. I couldn't even believe it. Not clear. I got it done like this. It was like nothing I've ever experienced. Anyway. Just joined, what is this? What I take in a day. So what I take in a day. And rewatch this live. So it's what I take in a day. All the different supplements, Vimergy, right? So talk about tea a little bit. We can make a little tea for a second. Wait, I didn't do the vitamin C either. It's a micro C. I take that every single day. So the vitamin C, I'll do 6 capsules twice a day, 6 capsules 3 times a day. So, that's what I'll do. I'll do 10 capsules twice a day. I mean, it depends if I have exposure, depends on how much I'm pushing myself. But exposure is, am I around somebody that could have the flu or the different hybridized flus, right, that we're dealing with, the plague? Am I around somebody that could have something? And I'm like, whoa, I got to get my vitamin C in me, 6 capsules 3 times a day. What I love about vitamin C, and the micro C specifically, it's really gentle on the stomach, so I take that every day. I can't take vitamin C like just someone's vitamin C. I can't just go, because I've tried all the vitamin C's, and I've suffered through them. And what I noticed about all the vitamin C's out there, they're like battery acid. Battery acid. And they're like just battery acid. And, my stomach's really strong. My hydrochloric acid's really high. My stomach glands are just stoked and pumped, right? And so that, and because of all the stuff I do, right, you guys, and done all these years to rebuild my hydrochloric acid, keep it strong, or not rebuild it, to keep it strong, right? So I haven't lost it. I've been lucky to keep it strong all these years with the information. But vitamin C, but I won't take just any old vitamin C. I just won't. It's just battery acid, and it's rough, right? So, but see, normal vitamin C hurts your stomach, Mark? Exactly. Any other vitamin C makes my throat burn so bad, exactly. This one right here is really special, the micro C, and that's what I love about it. I could take a lot of it. I'm like, but listen, don't get overwhelmed. You might only take 1 capsule. That's what you do. And maybe your doctor wants you on 1 capsule of vitamin C a day. That's what you do, and that's fine. But I'm showing you guys what I do. So L-lysine, micro C, and then we got an EPA here, right? If this EPA wasn't out, the Vimergy EPA, DHA wasn't out, I wouldn't take any EPA or DHA. Just letting you know. I wouldn't. This is the only EPA or DHA I can trust. I wouldn't take another one if there was one out there. I wouldn't take it. So if someone said, well, Vimergy doesn't have their EPA and DHA anymore, so, AW, why don't you get another EPA DHA? I'd be like, nope, 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 not going to take one at all. It's not worth it. If I'm going to take an EPA, if you're into EPA and you're into DHA, that's the one I take, right? Vimergy one. If you guys just came on, I'm not sponsored. This is not an infomercial. This is what I take in a day. It's more personal. Even though I try to be, I'm always personal with you guys, but this is more personal about what I take. So I kind of feel kind of vulnerable, right? I'm like, this is what I take, you guys. So anyway, lysine, I showed you that. I take that every day. I take 4 capsules of lysine every day. Glutathione. So I take the Vimergy glutathione. It's an incredible product all on its own, right there. I do that. So yeah, you seen Find Me says Lifesaver EPA. It helped your skin. I think I saw it before the comment disappeared. Yeah, we can't get what we need from food. We can't. We can't. I mean, unless you're doing food like this. Unless you're doing food like this, it helps to get what you need. Like, these are the things that help to get you need. To get, like food like this, right? Okay? We're up against so much. So, like, spirulina, that's incredible. Like, that advances our nutrition so much. And it's like, wow, blueberry juice is another, like, way. It's just, but even then, we need those things. But we need more if we want to get rid of a lot of different toxins and viruses. We need, and fragrances. It's another thing. You guys, the fragrances, they don't tell you what's in perfume. It's called fragrance. It's called perfume. You can get your skincare product and it'll say fragrance, perfume in your skincare product. They won't tell you about the 100 chemicals, like dangerous chemicals. I got a call coming through. They won't tell you about the dangerous chemicals, Yeah? Uh-huh. Yeah, I got a new skincare product. Yeah. It's really nice and it smells really good. I just put it over my face. I'm actually looking in the mirror right now. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm going to do a facial product like a mask later. Yeah. What's in the ingredient list? Let me see here. Glycol, propylene, let's see, benzidate. Oh wait, here's this fragrance. It says fragrance. What's the fragrance? I don't know. What do you think it is? Wait, I got my perfume too, and my perfume has a list of ingredients too. Oh my God. Like what? Perfumes won't disclose what chemicals they have in here? You mean, why? I'm totally into environment. I'm into like products. I'm into all kinds of healthy products. I'm into skincare products. I want green tea in my skincare product. I'm reading labels. Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me read this label right here at this really nice perfume that I use. My influencer friend gave me. Yeah. It says perfume and fragrance. What is that? How come they won't disclose that? What? I have scented candles too. Let me get my scented candle out. My scented candle. Oh, wait, here I got my scented candle. Let me get my scented candle out. Uh-huh. Oh my God, it smells so good. When I write up my journal. Yeah, when I write up my journal, what I do is I get my Mocha Latte, Caffeino, Moccalino, cappuccino, yeah, espresso. I get that ready, and then I sit there and I write and journal. I just journal some thoughts and maybe what my dream was, and then I light my scented candle while I'm journaling. What's in the ingredient list? It says fragrance. What is that? Oh my God, there's like hundreds of chemicals in fragrance? No way. But I'm all about like healthy products. Why are we all being tricked? You mean to tell me there's millions of us girls that are being tricked? Like millions? You mean there's perfume and fragrance and air fresheners and scented candles and our colognes and perfumes? Wait, our perfumes and our skincare products and our hairspray, and it just says perfume, but what? Why are we being tricked? This is evil. You know, the thing is that, you know, one of the most diabolical schemes out there, Crystal, the trickery is really real, like real out there. I don't know why I have to be the only one to expose it, but not one single YouTuber or influencer or anyone or anybody is exposing the fact that fragrance is on there and there's no ingredient list of your fragrance. Like there's no ingredient list of your perfume and fragrance. Did you know that there's hundreds of chemicals in there that are diabolical from chemical companies? Hundreds of chemicals. Women are being poisoned every single day. They're being poisoned every single day. Anthony gets censored as people get kicked off. I know. Totally. They kick him off by the thousands. Yeah. So chemical companies actually create all these, they create fragrances, and the fragrances go in all your skincare products, all your candles, all your perfumes, and nobody knows it. You guys are just, you're eating it up. You're drinking it. I mean, it's in everything you drink because it's on your face, it's on your lips, it's in the air around you from spraying it around you. It's the scented candle. You're just eating it. You're eating that stuff. Oh my God, it's really sick. It stays in the clothing. It stays in your house. It stays in your clothing, and we just gobble it up. It poisons you and others. And meanwhile, it's like you're putting your skincare on and you're doing your perfumes, and it's crazy. Keeps kicking you off. I know. The minute I go into, they really do the kickoff heavy. The minute I start downing the chemical companies, totally. You know, it's all that stuff. All right. So what else, you guys do? If you guys just got on here, we're doing what Anthony William, the medical medium, takes in a day. And do I just do, you guys? I know I kid around a lot, but I'm serious about all this stuff. All right. 5-MTHF, I take that every single day. Methylfolate, there's the 5-MTHF right there. Watch this on IGTV, okay? It's got kicked off 10 times, Charlie. Oh my God. Yeah, I believe it. So there we go, 5-MTHF. It actually crept up to 1,500 people, and then they just knocked off just more people. They won't let them. What is the brand of vitamins you use? It's Vimergy. So V as in Victor, I, M as in Mary, ERGY.com. Vimergy.com. Here's the thing. You won't be disappointed. The customer service is insane, is sick. It's so good. And it's not just the customer service. It's the product quality is unmatched. So you won't be disappointed. Any dollar you put into Vimergy is a dollar not wasted versus something else you buy that you don't have no idea how low the quality is. It's just insane. You're taking yours now with glucose? Incredible. So important. It is. So someone said, well, kids supplements, I was helping out a family friend. They're like, what do I do for children? I'm like, just smaller dosage of B12. Smaller dosage of B12. And it's a thing with kids supplements. You have to look out with children's supplements. There's a lot of just junk in there and stuff in the whole bit. And what I was telling a family friend, you do what your pediatrician says and your doctor says for your children. Don't do anything I'm saying. But I'm just saying for a family friend, it's like, wait a minute. Your child can be on the B12. Your child can be on the golden seal. I told my friend, your child can be on the golden seal. Your child can be on the micro C. Your child can be on EPA, DHA. Your child can be on the micro C. Because these children's supplements, they only put a speck of everything in it, and it's all garbage on these children's supplements. And so you got to be careful there. Elevate, Evolve, and Energize. They really are the best. No sensitivity to the products. Isn't that incredible? I mean, isn't that? Aurora's amazing customer service. They're so caring. So Aurora says that. And Vimergy Sup saved my life. By Holly. Said that. Incredible. So yeah. All right, let's move on to something I do that's really interesting, you guys. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to make some tea, but I'm also going to make something else. I'm just going to move this along without making a mess the best I can. So just, guys, bear with me a little bit. You're so patient. All of you are so patient. Loon L. Loon, did you hear me shout out your name at the end of the last IG on IGTV? If you listen to the very end, right at the very end, I go, Loon L. Vimergy, Loon L says, Vimergy is the only brand I have only positive things to say. And you've done a lot of stuff. You've done a lot of stuff. What should children not be on from Vimergy? Look, I have family friends. They're doing lots of Vimergy products with their children. They're doing the spirulina. Family friends are doing spirulina, barley grass. They're doing the vitamin C. They're doing zinc. They're doing all this stuff. Where else can I buy the wild blueberry juice? It's shop@wymans.com. Shopwymans.com. So I work with these guys on this because I told you earlier. Okay? Of why and everything. It's an incredible product. Shopwymans.com. I do my blueberry shop, my wild blueberry shop. I'm talking about antioxidants. Everybody's worried about free radicals and antioxidants. Are you kidding? There's everybody's worried about free radicals and antioxidants. I'm going to tell you right now, when you press fresh wild blueberries out in the field, growing that have been there for 10,000 plus years, you want to look at the color of that? You want to talk about antioxidants? I love when people are like, antioxidants. Yeah, well, you know, told my GI doctor about you. He is okay with you. Except so amazing. Amazing. Awesome doctor. But will he approve of Dr. Nesbitt? I started to heal when Vimergy came on the scene. I was so sick with other products. I'm very sensitive. Whoa, compassion. Whoa, amazing, amazing. That's how Vimergy has changed people's lives. I mean, Vimergy products has literally, and that's the thing. People will be like, I'm on medical medium. You are? Are you doing the Vim products or are you doing something else? Oh, I'm doing something. You know, it's just, but to be quick to write a post, to rip down medical medium. Happens every day. Someone's always like trying to like discriminate because I hear Spirit of Compassion. Vimergy has distributors in Australia, around the world, right? It's all right. So I got a lemon here. I'm going to get a banana. I want to show you guys something. You should contact Vimergy, vimergy.com. Contact them. You can ask questions about where their stuff is, the whole bit. Yeah. And you know, Wymans is getting in a new load of juice pressed. You know, they're pressing their juice, their wild blueberries. They're pressing a new batch. It's coming in. So, you know, they won't be so hard to get pretty soon. Just grabbing a banana. If you have a banana, I want to show you guys something I do. Got garlic. So we're on to like, what does Anthony do medicinally that I haven't showed you before that I do? It's at shop.wymans.com. Watch this video again. So I got garlic right here. It's the garlic bulb. Okay. Let's move this out of the way. Let me break open this garlic bulb right now. This is going to be kind of a little difficult with everything going on. Let me get like that. There you go. So I got a garlic clove right here. Okay. Now you might be somebody that's sensitive to garlic. Because, you know, it's just strong. It's really strong. But I'll show you something I do every day, okay? Just don't want the garlic wrapper all over this. All right, so I got a nori sheet right here. I'm going to put a little lemon on the nori sheet. If you want information like being pregnant and about supplements and breastfeeding, you got to take a look at the book and read this section here, you guys. Okay? What you need to know about supplementation. Right there. Consider this being in your own personal, library in your house. So I'm putting a little lemon water on here. Lemon juice. Sorry, you guys. Right? Popping a banana in the middle. Banana. In the middle of the nori roll. Honey. Some honey. Right? Got some honey on here. Boom. You guys catch that? Chopping up some garlic pieces. Look out. Chopping up some garlic pieces right here. Garlic on the knife. Bad supplements give supplements a bad name. Remember that. Bad supplements give supplements a bad name. And there are tons of bad supplements. And it makes people go, well, you don't need supplements. You can get enough in your food. You can't get enough in your food. Not with what we're up against out there between chemtrails and viruses and everything else. Bad cleanses gives cleansing a bad name. Okay? Exactly. Bad people give good people a bad name. Right? Details matter. So in this right here, are even good supplements hard on the liver? No. What's hard on the liver? And the coffee enema. That'll destroy your liver. And people are told to do that every day. They'll just annihilate your liver, screw it up. Won't help it at all. High-fat diets from information telling people to be vegan, high-fat, or animal protein, high-fat will destroy your liver. Okay? Your high-fat diet's going to destroy your liver. That's what's going to destroy your liver. Yeah, if you want to take too much vitamin A or D, too much of it, that's not good on your liver. But that's not in, I don't know whose protocol that is. Sure is not medical medium. Alcohol in your supplements is bad for your liver. Clays are bad for your liver. Charcoal's bad for your liver. Alkaline ionizer water machine water is terrible for your liver. Yeah, bad stuff is bad for your liver. Okay, in this is a nori sheet, a banana, garlic chopped up finely, and honey put on there too. Bad supplements got fillers, a whole bit. Prenatal vitamins are awful. Prenatal vitamins, oh my God. All the pregnant people, pregnant women that I helped all through the decades, pregnant women, family and friends that I help now, some of the most powerful people in the world that have access to every doctor in the world coming to me for help, right? And I don't have them on a prenatal. Sorry, I don't. The junk and garbage man-made idea of what a prenatal is it's ridiculous. When they don't even know why a woman gets preeclampsia. They don't even know how it's even possible, what preeclampsia even is. And they're going to have, it's amazing. Old ingredients in prenatals, they're so bad. But do what your doctor tells you. If you're pregnant, do what your doctor tells you. Why do supplements cause upset stomach? Fillers, citric acid, alcohol, junk, garbage in there, preservatives, the wrong kind of vitamin C, just all that stuff. That's why. Sensitive stomach, you got sensitive vagus nerve, and and if you're taking a really good supplement and it's bothering your tummy, well then you gotta take it slow and do slow to small doses. I tell people, you do a little bit of cat's claw or something. I talk about it in the book. Do what your doctor tells you. And a lot of people got ulcers and stuff, and I talk about this. Just it's in here, right? Questions about supplements are in here. What you need to know about supplements. Yo. Elevate, evolve, energize. Good to see you. Honored you're here. God is in the details, as they say. The details are everything here. I've learned it is the difference between healing and not. My God, you really understand this stuff. It's you really do, and I'm honored you're here because you're an incredible teacher for others too. Just keep that in mind. You really are. Amazing. There's the banana. There's the garlic. This is what I do. I'm not saying for you guys to eat this. You might think this is disgusting. This is a medicinal little meal that I make for myself. It's a nori sheet, which has iodine in it. Okay? It's iodine naturally in nori, right? It's got the banana, okay, which is the glucose, right? That's one thing. It's got the garlic, the medicine, antiviral pathogen medicine, right? It's got the honey, the glucose, and the trace minerals. It's also antiviral medicine, right? I roll it up. And I make myself this tight little banana garlic roll. See this? This is what I do. Okay? You might think this is gross. You may not like this. No, this is toasted nori, not raw, right? And then I cut it in slices, right? Watch this. Of course, the nori didn't hold together right there. But we're live. If this was an edited version on somebody's edited YouTube where they edit everything, they'd be like, okay, I gotta clean this whole thing up, make a new one. But there it is, your banana, garlic, honey, garlic, strong. Yeah. The garlic's a kicker. Make a little tea. Thyme tea. If you're sensitive, do a small amount of garlic. That's so good though. Those are good. Love it. And you can be sensitive from garlic because you got too much bad bacteria in your gut. The garlic's annihilating it. And do a little then. Yeah? You're going to try this? I am Emily. You're really going to try that? Too funny. You guys are really funny. You guys are awesome. Doing some thyme tea. Thyme right in there. I do that every single day. Put honey in there. You can put lemon in there to make the medical medium thyme tea. Right? Let's make some more tea. I like this rosehip hibiscus blend. Right here from Traditional Medicinals. Okay? I'm not sponsored by these guys. I do not own shares in the company. Okay? I'm not doing an infomercial on Vimergy and an infomercial on Traditional Medicinals. Putting some rosehip hibiscus tea right here. Little blue birdie. Need some tea to down that garlic? Is that what it is? That's actually really funny. You know, I noticed that people, they'll say, I don't waste anything, I don't waste nothing. Medical Medium always does all these lives and who eats all his food and he's wasting everything. And that's funny because people eat out all day. Do you know how much waste is created when you're eating out? Oh my God. Right? You know? You wouldn't believe how much waste is created when you're eating out, you guys. You wouldn't believe it. Everybody gets your coffee and all, you just don't see it. It's like, don't see it. You go into your restaurants, you wouldn't believe the waste that's created from eating in all the restaurants and eating out all the time. And oh my God, the waste that you don't see. Hear no evil, see no evil. I'm just going to go and pop into this coffee shop. Can I have that muffin and that coffee? Sure. Oh, I don't make any waste. You know, I'm a saint. I don't make any waste. What? I'm going to go out to dinner with my friends? Okay, let's go to dinner. Yeah, hear no evil, see no evil, hear no evil. Let me just have friends. Let me have all that food with my friends in the restaurant. I don't see any waste. I make no waste at all. I have no garbage at home. I eat out all the time. I make no garbage at home. What tea brand? Sorry. Kind of lost it for a second there. Wild Lizzie Flower. Did I lose it for a second? Sorry about that, you guys. And the Medical Medium directory, medicalmedium.com, you'll see the tea. Traditional Medicinals. That's the rose hip with hibiscus. So I'll do that. I'll also do peppermint. I'll do red raspberry leaf every day. I do this every day, red raspberry leaf. Every single day. That's what I do. So that's what I do there. Got thyme tea right here. You guys? Anyway, if you just came on, so, all right, you guys. Wild Lizzie Flower says, love the impersonations. You're awesome. And I got to tell you guys, look, sentimental, I say it all the time. Ionizer water machines, what does that mean? Right? Alkaline ionizer water machines are terrible. Terrible. The plates in them corrode little by little over time, and you get toxic heavy metals from it. I've been saying it for so long. Why red raspberry tea? Oh my God, are you kidding? Look, I take red raspberry tea for a couple of reasons, okay? One is because I know how raspberries grow. I know how raspberry leaf is growing. I know the roots of the system. And raspberry roots go real deep. So they get a lot of minerals other plants don't go, right, or get. So the leaves are filled with alkaloids, special alkaloids, phytochemical compounds that are really good for your immune system, great for organs, great for the liver. I love raspberry tea. All right, you guys. Love you. Just keep a lookout, please. I'm going to be doing baseline. What I do for baseline. Would I recommend baseline supplements? Like, what's a baseline? Then I'm also going to be doing immune system. And then I'm going to do something else. Another live. I got like a series of lives coming up. Keep your eyes out for them, please. And I'm going to talk about how to actually take supplements and dosages. How to do it in a way to get you guys to heal. It's all about getting you guys to heal. Love you guys very much. And I will finish the rest of this garlic honey roll. Dr. Fawn, good to see you. Good to see you guys on TikTok. Infinite Wellness, good to see you. Glad you guys are here. I can't wait to see you next time, next line. Live. All you guys. Love you guys. Take care.